Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this has been a Astronaut. Welcome back to Fallout 76 Wastelanders, where last time we decided to help out Beckett with all of his problems. We managed to find his brother, sort out all of that business, all turned out pretty well, and at the end, he asked whether he could stay at our camp forever, because I'm now his best friend, and I said yes. And I was lying, because we're now going to kick him out, because you can only have one companion at any given time, and now we need to get Commander Daguerre in.
None of the gangs, got a bar of my own, and the drinks are cold. Life doesn't get any better than this, Beckett.
Did you just say life doesn't get any better than this? Oh, Beckett, I'm so flipping sorry. Right, there we go, scrap Tim. Vault Boy is not 100% thrilled about that, but what can you do, eh? So, time to make ourselves something brand new and more interesting. Here we go, one Commander Daguerre console. Admittedly, I'm not 100% thrilled about her being around, because she does have a habit of wandering in and out of my house and thus leaving the door open. Here we go, there's our girl, and yes indeed, we need to figure out what's going on with her, because she fell out of the sky, and now she thinks there might be, other survivors from her space station, which is presumably the one on the crater, but you're not allowed to actually tell her about the crater, so whatever. Anyway, we need to go and find them, but before we do that, yeah, there's a fun thing we can do with companions these days. As of update 19, we can dress them up however we want, so yeah, anything we've got floating around inside our stash, she can just be made to wear that. Oh yeah, Civil War uniform and top hat. Absolutely marvellous. Now she'll blend in much better. So, problem with Daguerre is, yeah, she's complaining about headaches. So, there's a crew out there somewhere, or rather I suspect there isn't. I suspect they're all clones of her, which is why she's all over the world. And, okay, this doesn't fix this bug where the water's permanently just frozen in midair. Fine, whatever. But yes, I suspect there might be more to her story than we've heard so far. So, we're going to go through that today, and fortunately, because I've got a high-level character, all the fast travel points, etc., if she gives me a little fetch quest that doesn't have anything interesting going on, we can get through that nice and fast and move straight on to the good stuff. Ah, yes, here we go. I remember where we were. She wanted me to get a scanner thing from the observatory, so, been here, not a massive area, should already have any relevant key cards. Marvellous. Ah, yes, I remember this place. So, robots shouldn't be too difficult to take care of with a bow if need be, but we can also just sneak about them. Although I'm not alone in here. Okay. What's going on here precisely? Someone's already firing. Alright, seems to have stopped now. Remember, I am invisible thanks to the Chinese stealth arm, which does help speed this up a lot, because I've already been through this area, so what have you. Yeah. Possibly just a little mouse or something. Oh yeah, nothing dramatic going on here at all, it's just a generic loot box. So scanner upgrade, though I'll also be taking some shotgun shells, because that never hurts, and then we just walk straight back out again. So, just like Beckett, every time we bring her something, it should open up a little bit more dialogue that lets us dig into her past and whatnot. And I had no interest in romancing Beckett, but Commander Daguerre, literally a pre-war astronaut, yeah, 100%.
Well, you just look at this fancy thing. Not even a dent on it. Could use some soldering to fit in this old console, but nothing I can't handle. In the meantime, I found some sort of emergency supplies crate that must have splintered off while the ship broke apart. Might just be a crate of space food, but maybe it's got some emergency contact codes for the satellites. Heck, it could even be my personal crate full of my Unstoppables comics that I foolishly brought with me to space. Hey, I thought I'd have time.
Okay, so box with potential space junk here, and yeah, the flight recorder. We gave her this during the What's New in West Virginia video. That's when we actually met her in the first place.
Yes, but I'm not sure how accurate the data is, or if anything has scavenged it. It's hard to tell much more until I install the upgrade module.
Okay, so she'll be able to tell me more after we get the next thing. Gotcha. Ah, but here's something interesting. Move the conversation forward and, with luck, yeah, the way you're looking around the local area, you know West Virginia, don't you?
Oddly, yes. I camped out here a few times while I was in graduate school. with a good friend, Emerson. Those were the days. We were in the same physics program at college and hit it off. It ended up not working out for us, but we remained friends, which was good because he joined the USSA towards the end of my astronaut training. Ugh. That would have been awkward.
Okay, so potentially Emerson might be one of the survivors, given that's the only named person from her past we've got. And yeah, how are you feeling because of these headaches?
Ugh, the headaches emerging from deep sleep are worse than they implied it would be. I don't know. I feel sudden spikes of pain at times, and it takes a while to subside. I'm dealing with it, but it's still happening.
I mean, this could entirely be a Vault-Tec-style experiment that was done on the astronauts. We know the real end game of, all of the Vault-Tec programs was figure out how humans responded to various confined spaces, various extreme bits and pieces, to ultimately determine, hey, how easy would it be to have an off-world colony of some description? So, experiments on astronauts would be 100% on brand. The problem we've got here is, yes, just like Beckett, she insists on dropping heavy stuff in my inventory, which, I don't actually want. Don't need a Gauss rifle, that's fine. You can keep it, in fact, I can't even keep it because of, limited stash capacity. Right, I'm going to immediately break it down for junk. I mean, at the bare minimum, at least I'm learning some new components, I suppose. And the box she's detected is way up here by Clancy Manor. Now, if I recall correctly, that was basically not really used for anything in the original version of Fallout 76. It was just sort of there. And now it's in the hands of the cultists. So, yeah. Going invisible, going quiet, get the stuff, get out. Here we go. Handful of cultists, low level, and it looks like what I need is upstairs. So, yep, just gotta find myself the stairs, grab it, maybe just toss an arrow on a few people on the way out, just because that's hilarious to do. Then, on our way. Alright, I found a back door here. So, you just need to go down, unless, of course, now you're not alone, so put the arrow away. Alright, sneak around and aha. Nice thing about cultist houses, yeah, Mothman eggs make excellent omelettes, and I'm a bit low on food right now, so I'll be having all of this. Alright, sneak round the back here, got our way upstairs. Feels like most people are downstairs, so we should be okay, though. Ooh, there's some good stuff we can have here, not bad. I mean, 3 sets of military-grade duct tape, now that's nice. And so many damn eggs. Oh, this is beautiful. Or I might just come back here another time just to get more eggs. Okay, here we go. Emergency protocol, so just grab all of them. And this isn't a tape, it's instead, yeah, a series of, things to read here. So, protocols, emergency protocols, which, I should have guessed from the title, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah, in the event of communists trying to take over, basically, they put them into the red scare chair and blast them into space. Okay, fair enough. In the event of a crash landing, so yeah, this is what was supposed to happen, sync your suit's beacon to the Pandora bot. I believe that's the Assaultron we already went and found. And then, yeah, don't consume any astronaut food, put your head between your knees, fair enough. And yes, indeed, the automated pilot the Pandora, so yeah, we already ran into that, at which point it tried to make it back to the nearest USSA facility. In the event you run out of food or water, enter a deep sleep pod, do not remove another astronaut from their deep sleep pod, set the timer for a year, do not consume... Okay, we've got ourselves a mysterious serum. And as for Athena, access denied. Okay, we got ourselves a serum and an Athena. That's a bit on the interesting side. And a bit of cultist lore too. So go on then, shove that in.
Yellow covered the sky. Poison filled the air. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Allow him to look inside your soul. Desire. I know it's forbidden. He promised to wash it all away. He promised that he will return. Take me. I am yours.
Okay, so we're slowly getting a little bit more of an introduction to the Mothman cult. Doesn't make a huge amount of sense, but what can you do, eh? But yeah, we got ourselves a Project Athena, and a serum that they had on board, but you weren't supposed to take it even in an emergency, whatever it was for. It didn't help. Right, Commander, what have you got to say about all of that?
This handbook doesn't even have emergency contact information in it. I never expected to use this. Clearly. Well, we can do this by ourselves, right? Time to test this newly upgraded scanner out. I found an old USSA beacon with a strong signal. It was activated here, after my ship launched, which means it isn't from someone on my ship. It isn't one of my crew. The interesting thing is, this beacon should have lost power years ago, but it's still active. If you grab the beacon, I'm sure whoever is monitoring it will come looking. Let's make them find us.
Okay, so we got ourselves a mysterious beacon, but tell me a little bit more.
It has nearly full power right now. That can only mean someone is still out there replacing its power cell regularly.
Could be a robot, a Pandora, still just trying to do its job potentially. And yeah, is it actually transmitting?
I'm not sure exactly, but I do know that my ship's autopilot took us here to Appalachia for a reason. Maybe this beacon was it.
Ah, this might be why you crashed here at all. Gotcha. Okay, I'll take care of that for you. Okay, moving on. Can I just give you a stim pack to inject into your face? Because it does work for crippled heads.
I think it helps with the side effects, but just not the major bursts of pain. I appreciate it, though. It helps me sleep better. Before we launched, I had a lot of anxiety. Made it hard for me to sleep, so I'd listen to ocean noises, whale singing. Always put me right out.
Oh, I like her more already. I like a bit of white noise too. White noise is bloody great. Okay, so anything I could do to help you feel a bit more at home, Commander?
That's unexpectedly thoughtful of you. I was just thinking about an old holotape game that I used to play, but, well, they won't work on this console. Maybe I could adapt it, though. So, if you run across one later, can you let me know?
Okay, I've got a few holotape games, so potentially we might be able to, yeah, get her console playing them. That's pretty darn cool. And yeah, the deep sleep mission. Tell me more, because I suspect there's something more than what you know.
Sure, of course. I guess this is all ancient history now, I guess. Jeez. Including me, well, we had a crew of 4. All scientists and engineers. The plan was to use the deep sleep pods and record the biological data. We wanted to know if there were medical uses, you know? We had tried it out on Earth already with volunteers, but not in space. It wasn't that complicated. Honestly, I felt like we had the resources for a much more complex experiment. But I guess they wanted to take it slow.
So yeah, the same experiment as we saw in Vault 111, but in space, which kind of renders the Vault 111 one a bit on the pointless side. But then, I guess maybe the real experiment of Vault 111 might have not been the cryopods at all. The real experiment might have been, hey, if the vast majority of people are frozen and there's only a handful of people awake, so you've got a very limited social circle, and yeah, you've got scientists and security, do they actually get on with each other, or do they inevitably fall out? Security decides to leave, takes control, because that is what happened in Vault 111, which might have been the real experiment all along. Okay, she keeps giving me a new Gauss rifle. Every single time I complete any mission, she just gives me another Gauss rifle. If I keep breaking them down in front of her, do you think she'll get the message? Oh, look at those omelettes. You can send me to a cultist base at any time. Okay, now here's interesting. The beacon's at Valley Galleria, which is, yeah, not a science facility, not a government facility at all, just a shopping centre. Why would someone be maintaining a beacon there, of all places? Yeah, here we go. This place has an electronics store, absolutely, but it's also infested with Scorched. No one's ever actually, you know, taken this place back. It's never been civilized in any way. So, who's going to be, doing the replacing of the power cells? Who's sneaking into this place every day? Ah, hang on. I remember this place. Yeah, this place was in the base game, but it was a bit of a mystery. Because what we had in here was a clothing shop where somebody had been conducting some form of, autopsy on a ghoul. And by the looks of it, presumably someone of a military background, because if I recall correctly, there's a skeleton here with a gun, together with an ammo crate next door, right there, lovely. And hot plate there. So this guy was trying to survive and also was laying traps. Okay, so I'm guessing whoever this guy was, he was the person who was supposed to be maintaining the beacon, but if he was, then he's very dead now. Okay, Commander, I think I found the person who was maintaining the beacon, but, they're dead now. Possibly former military, but sort of, just hiding out in an old shopping centre, so not really sure what you make of that. Also, I've given her some glasses.
I suspect the owner of this beacon will come and find us. I know I would. But until then, well, I have something here that we should look into. I noticed a strange signal that was heading right for us. It seems like after the signal approached this place, it just spun around and took off. It was strange. Sudden. Think you could just sneak over there and poke your head in? If they seem problematic, maybe stop them somehow? I don't know.
Okay, she definitely looks better in glasses, and sounds like someone's spying on you, Sophia, and if I had to guess, some form of authority from the USSA that's still trying to keep things going. Or, could have been just like a vertibot or something, just keeping an eye on you. Plenty of robots just doing the rounds, still doing their duty, so do you have any reason to believe it would be hostile?
I noticed another USSA signal approach it a bit ago, and then they both disappeared completely for a moment. And only this one reappeared. I'm not sure what that means, but there are only a few reasons why a signal disappears. Death is one of them.
Okay, and do you know what it's doing now?
I can't tell what it's doing there exactly, but it's moving around, so I think it's alive? Or I guess it could be a robot.
Probably a robot, yes. And here we go. Moving on, why would any USSA robots want to hurt you?
I'm not sure they do. We had one of those on the ship, and it landed with me. But it wasn't aggressive. I don't know. But they really aren't taking a direct line to attack me either. Maybe they're damaged or have been corrupted somehow.
Okay, so this could just be a misunderstanding. Fair enough. Okay, she's figured out I don't need any more Gauss rifles. Lovely. And apparently the robot's close by to Dire Chemical, where, we've already visited previously. That's where you get the special, the Maya Cure or whatever it's called. And, oh my. So when the game says there might be threats around here, level 60 Legendary Annihilator Sentry Bot. Actually, just a Mark II. Not so bad, all things considered. Okay, glad that I've actually got myself a nice big old shotgun here, because we can just blow all your limbs off one by one. And the question is, if it's a robot, I don't know which robot they're referring to. Could be any of them. And if I actually start fighting against this thing, might draw some other attention. Okay, best to take out the sentry bot first, probably. Just as a priority, take out the arms and whatnot. So, there's a lot of trouble around here. And also, wait for its fusion core to be exposed if at all possible. And here we go. Please show me that fusion core. And where's the fusion core? Where's the fusion core? Yes, there we go. Right, so that's the fusion core taken care of, and that's that thing about to explode. So that's a good way to deal with you stupid bastard. Level 45 unyielding raider left with +1 perception. I could do without that, that's fine. Okay, so with him taken care of, and that was much easier than I was expecting, time to just bow down the rest and then see if anything shows up once the job's done. Oh, I see my target. USSA Assaultron. Okay, well that's fine. Assaultrons aren't going to be a problem. Just knock out their heads, they lose the primary weapons, knock out everything else, they're just going to go pop. So okay, just one shot for the head, please. And there we go. So now, yeah, you're going to go invisible at this point, but without any legs. You're going to be in trouble, though admittedly I'm being shot by a lot of different things right now. Yeah, there are some fairly... Oh, blimey. Heck, try not to get caught in too many explosions, by the way. Everything's fine, aside from the high-level gutsies I wasn't expecting. Okay, how's the Assaultron doing? The Assaultron's doing fine. Absolutely a-okay. Right, go invisible for a second, and... yeah, now we just wait for you to, claw your way over here. What have you got left, by the way? Is it both arms and a leg, too? Okay, so boom, boom, and one leg. Right, that should be you self-destructing in a moment. Okay, back to caution. One arrow finishes you off. And then we just need to grab whatever you've got on you. So, okay. Nothing major on him whatsoever. Except he's been eliminated, so what do you need me to do? Alright, well I'll take the rest, just in case. Ooh, here's something I haven't seen before. There's just a travelling merchant in my camp. Well, that's nice. Admittedly, you're selling nothing but, yeah, food and aid by the looks of it, so not really that useful. And your prices are hardly spectacular either. Okay, there appears to have been a party organised while I was away, because, yeah, not only have we got this travelling merchant, we've got flipping Emerson Hale here.
It's been such a long time.
Okay, so I'm guessing you'll have more to say after I speak to the commander. Hello there, found an Assaultron, merged it, didn't really want to talk actually.
Is this a friend of yours? Who are you? You seem so familiar.
Well, you look exactly the same. I never believed... I wondered who picked up my beacon. Well, I'll be damned.
Emerson? Dr. Emerson Hale. Is that you?
Welcome
Scorched or the
back
ferals
to
don't
Earth,
get you, the rats
I
will.
guess. Welcome to Appalachia.
I don't even know what to say. I never expected to see you here. My ship crashed a while ago, and I was fortunate to find someone who took me in. I'm trying to find my crew, but I've had some horrible headaches.
So, you're staying at this place. I guess you really decided to jump into modern Appalachian life, huh?
Okay, you don't need to be a dick, my friend. I've put a lot of effort into this place.
Honestly, I didn't even mean that as an insult. I find the creativity of the locals to be impressive. I just live in an old military base myself. I hope your Good Samaritan here has helped you out with more than just a place to, crash.
She has helped me out quite a lot already, actually. Brought back the USSA beacon, and also took care of some hostile robot.
I see. Well, is there anything I can help with while I'm here? Supplies, medicines, questions, I guess?
And yes, indeed. Any chance you can help out with finding the commander's crew? Because, yeah, I'm not 100% sure I trust you, to be honest.
They weren't in the escape capsule, I take it? Well, that is unfortunate.
They could have survived, though, right?
Maybe. I've heard a couple scavengers say that parts of the ship have already been scrapped. Same goes for any other ship debris. Best to just move on. It's honestly shocking that you survived as it is. I'm serious.
Okay. So, you're trying to push us to call off the search, which makes me trust you even less. And, yeah, the hostile robot, if you've been down here this whole time, any chance you learnt anything about that after she went up there?
There's a bunch of them out there. Seems that their algorithms got scrambled or something. Who can say? They used to come after me, but it seems like they have a higher priority target now. Expand your scanner to look for signatures at a constant speed. That should pick them up. They aren't that complicated.
Thankfully, my friend here is quite capable of destroying these things. Shouldn't be a problem for us.
That's good. I'm glad you're making friends already.
I am too. So much has changed. I mean, you know better than most. Care to catch me up to speed?
That will be quite the chat. You've missed a lot. And I still don't really get what happened either. But that's a talk for another time, perhaps. Anyway, look, I need to go. I'll be back another time and we can chat some more. Okay?
Okay, Emerson. Dear Emerson. My friend and I have a signal to track down. Looks like it might be some ship debris. So come back later, if you want to know what we found.
Bye now.
Okay, so, yeah. I feel like, potentially that's a really odd dynamic, by the way. So, yeah, they dated, but she's been frozen in time, so she hasn't aged, but he stayed down here and has. So, okay. Things a bit odd between the two of them.
It was an Assaultron, huh? Probably one of the old USSA robots. Strange. I would have figured they would all be in standby mode now. But I need to know for sure. I found some wreckage from the rest of the ship that has one of their suit beacons. Maybe all of them are there. Can you go and see what's there? It might just be empty wreckage, but I need to know.
Okay, so if my clone theory is on the money, we might be about to meet Sophia number 2. But yes, indeed, just like you, even if I do find the ship, they might have just found somebody like me and gone somewhere else.
What are the chances they also ran into a benevolent Appalachian survivor who invited them to live in a charming wilderness abode?
To be honest, quite high. They're all over the bloody place. Yeah, here we go. Let's talk about Emerson and your feelings for him, because I'm guessing that's a bit on the complicated side.
He used to work with me at the USSA. Seems like he started working elsewhere after I went to space sometime. I never expected to see him here, but I never expected to be in Appalachia either. It makes me wonder about why my ship crashed here, you know? I know it had emergency landing protocols to take it somewhere near certain USSA sites, but I don't know. I never thought I needed to know.
Yeah, not trusting that Emerson. Okay, and the signal's taking us over towards Welch. Always a fairly quite empty bit of the map over there, so okay, might be something new. Ah, yes, I remember this place. This is the town that had basically, yeah, fallen apart a lot more than some of the others had. So, just loopy, roundy, or just fall off a cliff, whatever, either's good. And yeah, this place is still by the looksy of it, mole miner territory. Fine, so no major changes over there. Just need to work around these lads. They're pretty darn slow. Then again, they do generally have shotguns, so I might want to pick a few of them on the way out. And, okay, got ourselves a wreckage here. And scorched corpse right next to it. Nothing too dramatic, though. There's the dog tags. Well, that's useful. That's presumably an ID, right? Dog tags have... Do dog tags have names on them? I don't know. I've never actually seen any real dog tags up front, but I think they've got names on them. Alright, Sophia. So, found the thing. No sign of anyone, but no sign of a corpse either. And dog tags, which are hopefully useful to you.
That's it, then. They're gone. Thank you for looking into this. And for being a friend. It means a lot to me.
She's gonna stop walking at some point, right?
So, let's intercept one of the USSA robots that's heading this way. I want to know why they're doing this. I've pinpointed one of them using Emerson's tip. So, let's start with this one.
Okay, so, yeah. your crew. What makes you think they didn't just, walk away? Precisely like you did.
Not right now. Not really. I'd rather just keep busy for a bit.
Okay, fair enough. Same as the last one, Assaultron?
Looks similar, but might be a different type. The strange thing is, its mobility patterns are very similar. It was heading towards us, and then it turned around and went to this location, and stayed there. I think Emerson was right. It just seems like they have corrupt targeting data or something.
Oh, no way it's that simple. There's more to this. Aha, but move things along here, and at number 1, Charisma of 4, maybe she is willing to talk about her crew a little bit.
Sure. Maybe that will help with the pain. Dr. Bernard was our engineer. Worked exclusively on the sleeping pods. Very by-the-books type guy. Specialist Novak had been on a few missions before this one. Always seemed distracted. But, well, it was a stressful mission. Dr. Lee was our ship's engineer, and a robotics expert. We all went out to celebrate the night before liftoff. It feels like it was only yesterday. I guess it doesn't matter if it feels like it was only yesterday. It was a long time ago. And we're gone.
Okay, the robotics expert when the robots are going bananas and trying to murder people and have all gone a bit on the wrong side. Someone who works on the sleep pods when that's logically what the experiment's about. And someone who seems stressed and distracted. So, okay, any of these people, don't trust a single one of them. And yes, we're gonna flirt with you, because 100% we're romancing you.
We really do. In this world, it's hard to imagine how anybody can survive all alone anymore. I'm glad I don't have to be alone. And I'm very glad that I'm here with you.
Alright, good starting point. Plenty more flirting to come, I'm sure. Ah, but here's fun. Life before you were an astronaut.
Oh, sure. Let's see. I don't really want to talk about my family because, well, I don't even know if they... Okay, so, hobbies. I had a small apartment near the USSA headquarters. Nothing special. I wasn't home much, you see. When I had time, I used to go to the comic book shop down the road. And sit and drink coffee, read the latest issues of the Unstoppables. I used to want to work for the Mistress of Mystery when I was a kid. But I did the next best thing, I guess. Went to space.
Okay, I think I know what we're dressing you up as. There you go, proper garb of mystery, including the Eye of Ra. So, yeah, you are now properly dressed up as your hero. Marvellous. So, next target, one more presumably Assaultron, close by to, an old trailer park down in the ash heap, which is, again, an odd place, a bit out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, here we go, I remember this place. This place used to be super mutant-y. Now I'm seeing, okay, it's still super mutant-y, but in which case... Right, so the super mutants are presumably taking on... Well, that's fascinating. Not sure whose team I'm really on right now, to be perfectly honest, because... Whatever just happened, you just took out a robot, I think. So, okay, thanks guys, appreciate it. Or maybe not, there's a corpse of a Blood Eagle Predator here, so... Okay, the Blood Eagles didn't have it all their own way. It turns out that, in some cases, the super mutants held their ground. Okay, well, there's a Commander Gutsy, which appears to be neutral to the super mutants, which is interesting. Alright, plan. Get out shotgun. Where, my friend, precisely is your combat inhibitor? It is hard to see in these guys, isn't it? Yeah, I just need to get any shot at that whatsoever, but it's very well hidden away. Any shot, just take the critical. As long as it's higher than 0%, I should be able to cripple it. Got it. Come on, combat inhibitor. Yep, combat inhibitor is now broken, meaning it is now frenzied, meaning now I just back off over here, go invisible, disappear for a bit, and let them take out each other. There we go. I'm seeing a good amount of robot fire here. This is precisely what I wanted to say. Oh, this is marvellous. I do enjoy when you can just turn a robot on its friends. And because I'm invisible, yeah, the robot doesn't know what's going on, and down it goes. Boom. So, he's just been taken out by his own super mutant friends. Except hang the flip on here, so he's fine. But now he's sparkling. He just... Well, this is all very peculiar. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna shoot him myself. Possibly if he dies and I don't do it, then that causes, you know, problems. So we're just gonna... Oh, he's making a noise where he's about to explode. Okay, so this time he's definitely dead, right? 100%. Okay, so what have we got here? We got ourselves a robot fading in and out of existence. We've also got ourselves a algorithm update. So this wasn't just a malfunction. Somebody has upgraded these things to do what they are not supposed to be doing. Someone chose to do this. Someone who knew the systems quite well. Emerson, or possibly Dr. Lee, or possibly Dr. Bernard, or possibly the other one whose name I've forgotten but is still suspicious. Running update, continuing whale song on target, calling monitor on target, selecting location, activating defense mode. Okay, whale song. She mentioned she liked listening to whale song as white noise, and now it's being mentioned here, almost as if they picked an astronaut who they already knew liked listening to white noise. So if there was something embedded in the signal, which we know is a thing in the Fallout universe, because, yeah, one of the Volks in New Vegas was doing that exact experiment, yeah, the reason they're going up to the camp and then leaving, they're playing a noise she can't hear, but is having an impact on her anyway, if I had to guess, that is. Current mode monitor defensive, previous mode search and destroy, authorization USSA 1010. Okay, I've got an ID. If you know who that is, we know who authorized this. Okay, we have got the highly suspicious Emerson bag, but if either of you can ID 1010, we've got ourselves a solid lead here.
Look who's back. And bearing gifts.
Figured I would stop by and give you this emergence kit. It should help with your headaches for a little while.
You don't know how relieved I am to hear that. The headaches have been excruciating at times. I could barely think.
Oh, I don't trust him.
Glad to help. So, last time we spoke, you both were tracking down the cruise signal. What did you find?
And yes, indeed. Hard to say, to be honest. I'm not going to say there were no survivors, because we can't be sure. There wasn't really much left.
I figured as much. Just found parts of the suit, I'm guessing. That's basically a body.
There was almost nothing in the wreckage. They had no chance. Why weren't they in the main emergency capsule with me? It would have been safe in there.
Maybe that's true. It's all in the past, though. Focus on things you can actually change. For example, those robots. Have you found any more?
Yes, indeed we have. And an ID. So, an override program. Yeah, that's the one.
Ah, see? I told you. Probably a rogue programmer. Some sort of hippie that wanted to cause chaos.
The robot's signature was a partial match for some other signals in the area, so I thought we might investigate those. It seems linked.
Seems like a waste of time to me. You have your answers. Nowak, Lee, Bernard. They're all dead. Long dead. You're not. Move on. Live your life. Build onto this Appalachian home with your Good Samaritan friend here. Lie low.
Oh, I am looking forward to shooting you. And, yeah, there we go. USSA holotapes. Somebody's still got access to them and is making changes to these robots. So, where would that have come from?
Not really. But, backtrace the program's signal that you picked up. Sophia can figure it out from there.
Thanks for the emergence kit, Emerson. Come back later, okay?
I'm tracking down some more of them with my contacts, so I'll be back later. Stay out of trouble, please.
Okay, he's being a little bit helpful for someone I'm suspicious of, but I still don't flippin' trust him.
I'm glad to have another emergence kit, but I'm annoyed that Emerson doesn't think anything is worth investigating, you know? Speaking of which, when you approached that robot, I detected a frequency disruption. Maybe it was sending a signal, but to whom? The signal is tagged with a code that indicates it is a high-security holotape related to the deep sleep mission.
Okay, so, yeah, can I listen to that by any chance?
I mean, who would care now, right? Listen to it if you want. I can't guarantee it'll be interesting. I'm not sure what it is exactly. But if you are a communist or a sympathizer, then it might trigger some sort of explosion or brainwave obstruction thing. I can't remember. They just used to tell us that to scare us, I think. I never tested it out, though.
Yeah, brainwave obstruction. That's what we're testing here, I'm guessing. How are the headaches, by the way?
Emerson's emergence kit helped a bit, but the headaches are very persistent. I could almost keep time with the spikes of pain.
Yep, regular. Something's coming up to the camp, playing you a signal that's triggering them and then walking away for some reason. Anyway, I'll go get the thing for you, and I'll listen to it, because apparently I'm allowed. And this is cute. With high agility, I can actually say she ought to be working on her gun skills, just in case, you know, she needs to defend herself. Bit of a harsh world we live in.
I technically had some training with firearms before, part of the military boot camp prior to becoming an astronaut. It's not much, but maybe I'll brush off those skills and start practicing. Just in case.
Good idea. Also, kissy kissy smoochy face.
Call me Sophia, please. After what we've been through. After all, I'm in your ship now. That makes you the commander here.
Okay, if you want to start calling me Commander, I'm into that. I could get used to it. That's fine. Ah, yes indeed. And that last robot, anything you noticed that I didn't?
Sort of. Right before you killed it, the robot sent out some signals to specific targets. I think it pinged my console, too. It was hard to tell if anything changed, though. My headache was back in full force, so I had to lie down. I could barely see.
Ah.
I expect that another USSA robot will be activated and sent after us soon, so maybe we can try again.
Aha. Now there's a working theory. It's giving you the headaches to cover up something. It wants you, debilitated. At the moment it's doing something important you might be able to detect otherwise. That's possible. And yeah, while you're up in space, tell me more, because I suspect there was some dodgy stuff going on up there, Vault-Tec style.
Truthfully, it was a blur. We were sent up as a team, and we were in our deep sleep pods in under an hour after achieving a stable orbit. But that single hour, it was exhilarating.
Okay, so she's not sharing anything new yet. Okay, going up against more robots on this occasion because, yeah, we're Toga Emergency Services. That place is definitely robot central. Ah, misremembering. Thought it was, robots in here. But instead, we got ourselves ghouls, but that's fine. Because ghouls, we just bring down with a couple of shots to the legs. Because once their legs are down, they're screwed. Alright, good. By the way, one more for the head just to be sure. Lovely. Here we go. My target wasn't actually inside at all. It was up on the roof. So possibly with a jetpack or the right mutation, I might have just been able to jump up here and bypass the interior. So, alright. The robots are actually friendly because there were Toga robots and deep sleep routine. Okay. This sounds Important. Whale song. Yeah, we heard about this. Question is, am I about to fall asleep myself, just by virtue of listening to it? Or will she, when she listens to it? Whale song. She said she enjoyed listening to it. That's why they picked her. Oh. Hang on. Everyone else just saw it said Athena beep at the end there, right? There was a beep from Athena. We've seen that before. It was classified for some reason. And... okay, I'm glad I took that little damage from falling off the roof, actually. That's pretty good. Alright, Sophia, got a tape for you, and I suspect it's gonna make you either very sleepy, very in pain, or both.
Strange. Doesn't seem to be anything on this holotape at all. But it's definitely labeled as part of the Deep Sleep project. Huh. Okay, let's think about this logically. Either this is actually a high-security tape, or it's mislabeled somehow, right? Let's assume it's real for now. They used to make us listen to these whale song tapes while we were using the deep sleeper pods. So, let's see if we can dig up anything on the pods themselves. Documentation, user manuals, Dr. Bernard's designs, anything really.
Okay, so, yeah. What's the difference between this and, say, like a cryopod that we would have seen back in Fallout 4?
Dr. Bernard designed it to help us sleep for long periods of time and space. It clearly worked. Maybe too well.
Yeah, not sure I trust that Dr. Bernard, and I heard something else. I heard a beep from something called Athena.
I believe you. I don't know why exactly, but I feel like I knew it was more than just relaxing ocean sounds.
Okay, so, yeah. I'll go find it. Let's see what else we got. And with endurance of 8, which I swear I don't have, but I get to do it anyway. Yeah, bit worried about these headaches of yours.
They're strange. For a while, I felt like they were non-stop. But I think it's actually a sharp pain, followed by a moderate, dull ache. In a way, the cycle of pain is sort of fascinating. I wonder if my brain is thawing. I don't think that was how it worked, but I'm not a medical doctor. Dr. Bernard would have known. He built the sleeping pod.
I'm gonna be honest, that kind of is how it works. Like, literally just the other day, I slapped a brain on top of a stove to thaw it out, and that worked. And yeah, did you actually hear anything beyond what I heard? The beep, the noises?
Just whale song, repeating. So pleasant. Headache sort of melted away.
Ah. Okay, so alternative theory. If you had a mechanism whereby you could cause people extreme pain, discomfort, but you also had a noise that could resolve it, well, if you were to just play the bad noise all the time and then sell people the good noise, could be a good scam potentially, or a way of incapacitating people, but you know, vaccinating through sound the people you don't want down on the ground. Okay, there's a few ways this could go. Anything you've thought up, by the way, in terms of questions, because I appreciate it's been the apocalypse and I've got you dressed up as a superhero.
This world is so peculiar, so dangerous. And I'm just amazed at the fact that life continues, you know? So, how did you survive all of this?
I was just in a vault, to be honest, that's it, and, you mean after the vault thing. So, yeah, luck. Just pretty much pure luck, as it turns out. I do enjoy a luck build in Fallout.
Just pure chance. Statistically possible, but maybe there's more to it than you realize. I'm fascinated, regardless.
Okay, and also, kissy kissy smooch face.
Okay, I'm from Chicago. Parents moved there when I was little. After college, I went to the DC area and applied for the astronaut program a couple of times until I was accepted. Oh, my folks were so proud. Other than that, I had a few relationships, nothing serious. I had a pet turtle for most of my life. That was pretty serious. I don't know. That's the high-level overview, anyway. I'm not a weirdo, if that was what you were asking.
Would you like us to steal a vertibot and take it over to DC to try and find your turtle? Because, to be perfectly honest, they live a long time, they're very hardy. He might still be around, we might be able to rescue Turt Reynolds. And straight back to Atoga, in fact, as apparently, yeah, in the Atomic Mining Services corporate headquarters, which was a fairly big dungeon that didn't really do anything in the base game, yeah, that's where they've now hidden this. Ah yes, and even better, because I've been here before, I've already opened up the elevator to the end. Marvellous. So, a couple of turrets and whatnot, nothing too dramatic. Probably best just to work around them. So, looks to me like we're dealing with, yeah, robots. Nothing too bad at all. Just sneak upstairs. Looks like this is going to be the best way to do it, and unfortunately you're kind of in the way. Don't worry, just stay out of my way, please. Just stay out of my way. Stay out of my way. There we go. Right round the back of you. Lovely. And yeah, I remember this. These were the people who were doing the actual ultrasight digging, and they were interested in the effects of ultrasight on living creatures. So, its mutagenic capabilities. So, yeah. Not nice people, but then what company in the Fallout universe is? And here we go, right at the top of the building, Deep Sleep Pod, which is like on this old, weird-looking terminal that looks very different to anything else for some reason. Right, time to get that straight back to her. Alright, Sophia, nice, easy one today. Got the thing for you.
You found something related to the deep sleep mission? Okay, let's see. Suspension of living tissue is right. Not sure about the cyclic energy transfer stuff. I guess that could be anything. Two things jump out at me here, though. Something about sensory data transfers, and the fact that Emerson was the supervisor. What the hell?
Called it.
Okay, here's my plan. I found some old medical data from the USSA stored nearby, and I want you to look for a copy of my records there.
Okay, so... yeah, this sounds not great that we can't actually ask any further after Emerson right now. So, yeah, how often did you use these things?
Maybe 5 or 6 times, I suppose. Every couple months for the 2 years prior to launch, anyway.
Alright, so, yeah, Emerson knows more than he's saying. And the data transfers.
I think that's a fine question for Emerson, honestly.
Right, so I'm guessing he's going to be there when we get back. Lovely. But, can we do any more kissy smoochy face? Here we go. I am here for you if you need me, Sophia.
Well... right now, I think we need to track down some medical records. Then... maybe... we can... Oh. I'll keep that in mind, friend.
Okay, she seems pretty into me. This is lovely. Oh, and here we go. We finally have the option to copy all of the games I have on my Pip-Boy over to her console.
Oh, there is nothing quite like curling up with a good game. Oh, this brightens my day.
Alright, I'm very fond of the fact that, you know, she's a massive comic book nerd and enjoys video games. Liking it. Also, the Mistress of Mystery cosplay. That works for me too.
Yes. A Protectron has been circling the camp. It hasn't approached yet, though, so I'm gonna monitor it for data and then we can go after it. I think it's collecting data about us, so I'm waiting to see who it's sending the data to. If I can.
1. Emerson. 2. When it does, you're gonna mysteriously get a headache that puts you on the ground just before you can see it. But, okay, let's see if that comes true. And we're going over to Braxton's Quality Medical Supplies, which, if I remember correctly, is the skeleton shop, right? Well, it used to be anyway, but for the time being, looks to me like, yeah, a couple of anglers have just come in and are clearing out the scorch, so no reason for me to get involved. Just let them clear out the scorch, then presumably they'll just naff off back to wherever it is they enjoy living. No need for me to get involved at all. And yes, indeed, just as I thought, this is just the skeleton shop. So, okay, for some reason there's medical records here. Not sure why there would be medical records at the skeleton shop, but apparently there are. I guess it's got medical in the name, so there's the clue.
Emerson, what did you know about Dr. Bernard's deep sleeper pods?
Oh, looks like we've got back just in time for a confrontation, except a bit of an odd confrontation, but whatever.
You're back. Just in time for the three of us to discuss what we found.
Tell me you're not still chasing ghosts.
Emerson, what did you know about Dr. Bernard's deep sleeper pods?
I knew some of it. I was just a manager. I didn't really read the technical mumbo-jumbo.
And, okay, here's the records, this is fine. Oh, sorry, I forgot to read those, because the moment I got back, there was some, discussion between the two of you. But, no, I didn't actually read them, but maybe my character did, because apparently they were experimenting on her for years.
Transfer them to my console, please. What were they doing? Emerson, tell me.
It was a biomedical thing with Arktos. I don't know the details anymore. It was literally decades ago. You get that, right?
It wasn't decades ago to me.
And, okay, yes indeed, with strength I can basically force him to open up a bit more. Now, admittedly, my strength is 7. My strength is definitely 100% 7. But for some reason I'm being allowed to pass checks for strength and endurance I shouldn't be able to.
All right, all right. Jeez Louise. Arktos Pharma and the USSA made a deal to use some serum in the Deep Sleep project. They made it, but it didn't work. Okay?
Okay, that's enough for now. Emerson, could you please leave? Maybe try to remember something helpful for next time.
No, don't let him go. Ask him about the serum. The serum is actually, fairly important, and he literally just mentioned it. And, actually, do bring us something for the headaches if you'd be so kind. That would be good. Apparently the last lot helped.
Right, fine, I will. I should. I meant to. I just got distracted.
But why was he trying to, throw me off the scent for so long?
We just have to move forward here. That's what the Mistress of Mystery would do when she was betrayed. We need to find that contract, I think. I want to know what that serum did. If this stuff caused my headaches, then maybe they made an antidote? It's a start anyway.
I would love to think that she only said that because she's wearing the Mistress of Mystery garb, but maybe she says that to everybody. Still, it's very appropriate for her, that's definitely true, and, could Emerson just be straight up lying to you?
I can tell he feels guilty about something. I'm not sure if he's lying boldly or by omission, though.
Okay, not sure. And yes, the records, which I forgot to read because I was too excited by the confrontation.
Yes. I'm not a doctor, but it seems like they used the serum to reduce my brain's higher functions, so something else could... I don't know what. I signed up for space, not abuse.
Gonna be honest, corporations in the Fallout universe, you kinda just get the abuse as standards. Yes, here we go. Why is Emerson trying to make you drop all of this?
He has to be hiding something. I need to know what happened. I need to know what he knows.
And more importantly, now that we've actually, got you the medical record, any chance we could have a little bit of a Hulk?
It is. It really is. I know I've said it before, but thanks for letting me, crash here.
I like her even more now I know she does stupid puns. This is great. Aha! And the contract's taking us all the way to the Capitol building. Lovely. Alright, starting in the DMV section. We've been here before, part of the main quest to get yourself registered as a general in the US Army. This place is pretty big internally, so there might have been a better door to come through. But if I can just make it back to the central passageway, we should be fine. Then you got stairs and a great big way to move up and down, and these days this is apparently ghoul territory. Could have sworn this used to be, yeah, super mutants back in the day. Still, here we go. Nothing but ghouls these days. Apparently that's all changed around a bit. Or possibly, you know, you can roll the dice. It could be instant, so you might get one or the other. So, okay. Up to the right floor, or not. Hang on, one more floor to go, actually. Oh, I know where we are. We're close by to Sam Blackwell's office and also the roof entrance. So, yeah, definitely. There's a roof entrance just up the stairs. You should definitely go in that way. Definitely much easier. Here we go. 1 government contract. So develop serum derived from formula K, modified for 0G. Hence, yeah, the name change. So, okay. Possibly formula K was what they were using in Vault 111, not sure. And 100% this guy knows more than he says because he's signed off on the whole contract. So yeah, here we go. From this area, just head straight up the stairs. We should just be able to get straight up onto the roof and leave. Much easier. Here we go. You can just skip straight up here as well. There was always a boat in this part of the world. So yeah, just skirt around the outside of the Capitol building until you find yourself a boat. You can just step in, grab the contract, step back out again. Much easier. So, I'm guessing next up we're going to Arktos itself to, you know, go and get a sample of the virus. But I like to be told to do things by Sophia. It makes me feel good about life.
Figures. He wasn't just a manager. He made the offer himself. Damn it. Maybe I can find out more about this serum, though.
Arktos it is.
I might be able to find a correlation somewhere associated with the timestamps. It's just a matter of finding out where they stored their backup data. In the meantime, let's just eliminate that rogue USSA robot that's lurking around monitoring us. It gives me the creeps.
I'm gonna be honest, I know where Arktos headquarters is. It's actually in a fairly low-level area, pretty close by to here. Could just nip over. Never mind, I'll wait for you to tell me to do it. Here we go, some very important questions here. So, the serum. K and a variant for 0G usage.
Agreed. It seems like some sort of experimental biomedical formula. It might be worth checking records about Arktos. Maybe they know something?
Well, if they're the ones that made it, probably yes. And the experiments in your records.
No. Nothing. Looks like it was going on for years. How? How could this have happened without me knowing anything? The year or two prior to going on the mission, we just tried to relax. They gave us meditation tapes so we could get adjusted to the silence of space. Some had white noise, others had thunderstorm sounds. I listened to whale songs. Clearly, whale songs were more effective than I thought.
Okay, and yeah. How about the relationship between the headaches and the robots?
You know, I did. What does that mean? I wonder. It was a sudden spike, right behind the eyes.
Okay, well we're going to go kill another one, so that might give us some updated information. Ah, yes, of course. The whole point, John, is it's going to be right next to where you live, because the whole point is it's cycling nearby. So, alright, just got to go and blow this thing's head off. This should be not so bad, because, yeah, I know for a fact this area is fairly on the quiet side. And they have really reduced fall damage at some point. It is way less severe than it used to be. Now, also, this area is full of, yeah, ghouls, robots, etc. So, okay, there's my... Ah, well, there's a legendary. Okay, might want to bring you down at some point, potentially. But where is my target? And bear in mind, Assaultron could be invisible. Okay, for some reason the robots and the ghouls have just decided to be friends today, and where's my target? There's a bunch of ghouls and... Oh, it's a Protectron. That's That's surprising. Gonna be honest. Wasn't expecting a Protectron. Just sort of went in. I mean, it says Protectron on screen, but I just kind of read Assaultron because Protectrons are, like, you know, not that scary. So, okay. If you're gonna make this very easy for me, I'm happy to accept very easy. Then we just move away from the area. Don't let any of the ghouls get on us. And yeah, as soon as everyone else calms down a bit, loop over there, check the corpse, and see if Commander Daguerre suddenly felt any pain, lack of pain, anything else. Alright, Sophia, how are you feeling? Better? Worse? No different at all?
Same as the other USSA robots. Right before you arrived, it sent out 2 signal bursts. One to a robo-brain and another to... something else. Are you with me on this, my friend? Can I count on you?
Well, I've been doing a lot of busy work for you so far, so yeah, I see absolutely no reason why not.
Please, call me Sophia. And thank you. It means so much after everything else has been changed. You've been here for me the whole time. I couldn't have done any of this without you, you know. And that means a lot to me. Locating that medical cache that has that serum wasn't actually as hard as I thought it might be. Hopefully it'll be a milk run to pick up, too. I suddenly realized that the expression milk run might not have much of a meaning in this apocalyptic world. Yeah, since everything is dangerous now. Huh.
Okay, so, we found the serum, might well be at Arktos itself, not sure, and, yeah, now that Emerson knows we're on him, and we know he knows more than he said, what do you think he's planning to do?
It sounded like he had some demons in his past that he wanted to take care of. Probably he's been putting it off for a while. That's my guess, anyway.
Okay, fair enough, and the serum, how are you planning to actually, you know, analyze it?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Part of me just wants to see it. To see what they used. To know it was real, I guess.
Alright, fair enough. I'll find that, but in the meantime... Yeah, the robots. Any idea why they're staying close, but not attacking? We know they get an update to their programming every time they get too close, so... what's the deal? Is it something to do with this robo-brain?
I hear you. I thought they were coming after me, but... I'm not sure. Maybe they have other motives, too. Safer to just deal with them, though.
And also, finally, of course, activate flirt mode.
Really? I was worried for a bit that you might be, unenthused about taking care of some random stray. Even though my options were clearly heavily limited by the, entire world situation. The only decent thing so far has been meeting you.
I'm gonna be honest, you fell out of the sky and then immediately met me, so what you're saying is it's been golden gravy this whole time? Aha, and here's a place we know very well, West Tech Research Center. That's where they made the serum, which is of course also where they were experimenting on Forced Evolutionary, so almost certainly still mutants. Okay, get ourselves a bit of a rad storm and some high-level mutants, but yeah, mutants tend to be slow. We should be able to just sneak straight around them, though, yeah, the suicider might be more problematic. I don't know if he's now going to, you know, burst, for certain. Now he started beeping. If we hear a nuclear explosion in a second, he probably just burst. Right, nothing yet, so inside we go. And this area was, if I recall correctly, pretty on the small side, so we should be able to just get in, grab it, straight back out. I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit underwhelming for the serum, really. The massive room full of glowing suspended soup mutants is right next door. The serum, they just kind of keep it in a cupboard with some scissors. Still, I guess there is actually now a chemistry station and some, like, chemistry lab things with arms, so I guess that vaguely makes sense, sure. Okay, Sophia, got us some serum.
Hey there! Look who decided to grace us with his presence.
I brought another emergence kit. It's well past its expiration, but, well, everything is. It should be fine.
Thanks, Emerson. I appreciate it. I do. We have some questions for you, though.
And yes, indeed. We know you made the deal with Arktos, though weirdly I just got the serum from Westtech, but whatever.
It was my job. I was told to do that. I don't remember the reasons why anymore. What does it matter anyway? It's done. It's over.
Okay, I feel like he's just being needlessly evasive at this point, but yeah, the serum and the headaches.
I honestly am not sure. It's possible. When we first used the serum on robo-brains, some of them had terrible hostile outbursts. Most of those robo-brains were put down, but you should adjust your scanner to make sure you pick them up too, just in case.
Okay, that was helpful, so maybe he's not trying to screw me over, not sure. And yeah, not sure I trust you at all.
I'm a different man now. It's been decades. I've been eating out of trash cans. I barely remember anything from back then. I have been trying to help when and where I can. I promise I have. I've diverted the robots when possible. I just couldn't destroy them myself. I came to Appalachia because I knew this ship was running out of fuel and I knew its autopilot would steer it here.
Why can't you just tell me everything that happened?
Because I have to finish my job too. I had one more task to do here in Appalachia, and I'm close. Let me clean up my own messes. I have to go. I'll drop off some more emergence kits soon. Just please stop looking into this. There's a robo-brain on your trail. Focus on that.
Why is he so keen on us dropping it?
So it's real. The serum. It's real. How could they do this? Why didn't they just ask? I probably would have agreed. Damn it! Part of me wonders if Emerson told us about this robo-brain so he would have more time to do whatever he's up to. It was rather easy to pinpoint it once I realized I had to recompute the signals for things that had some organic parts.
Alright, so go kill that. That's fine, but we need to know more about this guy and what he's been doing over the last couple of decades.
Agreed. I followed Emerson's signal when he left, and he had quite a strange route. Acted like he was being followed, but I don't think he was. He went to a few locations, maybe collecting supplies? I'm not sure. One of them had some high-security holotapes. I'll clean up the signal for you to track by the time you're back.
Alright, tape to get after we kill this next robo-brain. Aha, we got two good options here. One with my... I don't have agility 14, but okay, for some reason, today, you're just allowed to pass every single check even if you technically can't. So, hopefully, you've been practicing a bit of self-defense, right?
Oh, I shot 3 flying insects while you were dealing with the USSA robot, and I didn't miss a single time. Then I traded their parts to Grom when he passed by. Well, here. You can have this stuff. I don't need it.
You know, it's kind of nice that she's actually, started integrating into the post-apocalypse society while you're away doing things. Like, she's met other characters, she's started interacting with them, it's kind of nice. And yes, indeed, if you're the Mistress of Mystery, and you are because I dressed you up as her, who do you think I am, precisely?
You are a conundrum, my friend. I thought about the man-to-man, but there's something peculiar about you. Something delightfully unpredictable.
Okay, so I'm guessing the Inspector then, as the one person we don't actually know anything about, because yeah, there's never been any form of appearance from the Inspector in the Fallout game, so I'm guessing therefore the Inspector and an Inspector uniform is gonna be in Fallout 5. And yeah, why do they actually develop the serum? Any ideas?
It has to be a prototype for something bigger. That's all I can figure. I'm gonna need additional samples to learn more, though.
Okay, so we will be going to Arktos for them at some point. Got it. Okay, so my friend is apparently at Moth Home, one of the cultist bases. So Okay. I see a whole bunch of cultists, but for some reason they're hanging out with a robo-brain that's just sort of friendly to them, presumably, or would be, until I was to, you know, disable the combat inhibitor. Yep, there we go. There's our girl. Question is, no. Just need to stay focused on please get out of the way. I just want to check it for a, you know, combat inhibitor. I think they've got one of them, right? Yes, they appear to. And that's it. Combat inhibitor's down. Now we just start running. And they will very soon take care of each other. Some of them will come after me, mind, because they've got nothing better to do. But some of them will actually start now fighting the robo-brain. Good. Good. So you can just go down. And you can go down too. And boom. Lovely. Yeah, a couple of shotgun blasts will figure the lot of you out. Right, no notes on you, so back we go. Okay, Robo-Brain Milk Run taken care of, so what's next? Arktos, by any chance?
When you killed that robo-brain, the scanner seemed to pick up on some high-security signals all around the area. Maybe it was somehow interfering with our scanner? That's my best guess. A lot of these are high-security signals, things related to the Deep Sleep projects. Other projects too, ones I don't know much about. From the signature of the signal here, it seems to be a classified meeting between top officials regarding the Deep Sleep project. Can you stop by and pick it up? I figure it might give us some more leads, or a name, or anything.
Alright, now we're getting somewhere, a meeting from the time. Beautiful. And as for Emerson?
Right there with you. I've set up the scanner to monitor him separately and give me updates. Right now, he's near a bunch of random robots. I think he's also monitoring us, you see. So, we have to pretend like we don't care what he's doing.
Right, might have a fight with his army of robots sooner or later then. And okay, there was something wrong with that robo-brain apparently.
Not surprised. While you were there, I saw a bunch of blips for other USSA robo-brains that had been destroyed over the years. And there were a great many of them around some old USSA data facilities. Trying to get inside for some reason? I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. And yeah, now we know that Emerson's around. Any chance anyone else would be?
Maybe. For all I know, there could be other astronauts stranded up there in other experiments. Or maybe some of them went to work for other programs and are trying to save what's left of the world. I wish I knew, my friend. I wish I knew.
And most importantly of all, want to play some games after all this is done.
Oh, be still, my beating heart. That sounds like a dream come true, my dear friend. But also, you don't stand a chance.
She's not wrong. Red Menace, I believe, was the rip-off of Donkey Kong, and I was always terrible at that. It took me so long to get the special coins in DK64.
I thought maybe it was a corrupt command sent out to a source console somewhere. It was just Red Sunset, and that's it.
Okay, Red Sunset. And also, I think someone might have, like, detonated a nuke over there somewhere. Doesn't seem to have blown me up, so that's all absolutely A-okay. Alright, Red Sunset, implying perhaps a super weapon they thought that could destroy China. Okay, not where I expected to end up, really. An old abandoned train yard, and I appear to be heading towards an old boxcar of some description. So, not sure why a tape about a secret government program to do some form of terribly unethical experiment to their own astronauts would be in a boxcar, but apparently that's where we're going, so okay, this is just where that is for some reason.
Doctors, hello from Earth. The full board is here waiting for your reports. Dr. Carroll, can you begin?
Phase 2 analysis. Subject Daguerre is responding well. The sleeping pod is performing within all expected parameters.
Thank you, Doctor. Yes, the board has a question for you. How long can the subject remain in your device?
I wouldn't expect much degradation to occur for at least a few decades. Hard to estimate beyond that. Over.
Is Dr. Nowak on the line?
Oh, yes, that's me. I'm here. And by here, I mean in orbit in space, looking down at the Earth where you all are.
We got it, Doctor. Thanks. We have a question for you. Can you determine whether the connection has been made?
Yes, I can determine that the connection has been made. The Athena unit has full access.
Confirmed. Pathways are open. Connection is complete.
Thank you. We have a question for Dr. Lee.
I'm here. Sorry. Just had to fix a transmitter refraction.
Enough. Dr. Lee, how stable is the ship at its current position in orbit?
Fine. It's fine. Should probably last, as long as she does, anyway. Probably. I mean, definitely. Perfect. Oh, is the ship's USSA bot currently available and nearby?
Affirmative. Pandora unit is ready for orders.
Excellent. Pandora, escort the doctors to their own personal deep sleep pods.
You need to say the code, Rob. Your team made it. You should know that. Red sunrise?
Expulsion will begin in 30 seconds. Enter your assigned pod immediately.
Wait, what? This isn't part of the experiment methodology. Well, also, we don't agree, right, doctors? You can't do this.
To get a sleep pod is inside the main escape capsule. We need to get it out so we can get out of here. Come on, someone help me open this thing.
The board is in violation of our contract. I want the USSA on the line right now.
The USSA is well aware of the current status, Dr. Carroll. Thank you. Please cooperate now.
Expulsion will begin in 30 seconds. Enter your assigned pod immediately. Blade electrified. 10 seconds.
Get in! Get in quick!
Phase 3 is now officially underway. Now, we just have to wait and see how Athena responds with 3 sources. Congratulations, everybody.
Okay, so the original plan as far as the rest of the crew was concerned is they always knew they were going to put her under, and she thought they were all going under together, but actually the plan as far as they thought was just, yeah, put her under, and then they stay over and don't get put in the pods. Then they were put in the pods anyway against their will by the Pandora Assaultron. So Athena is somehow, like, I don't know, monitoring dreams, brain waves, utilizing the human brain as a computer, something science fiction. Okay, possibly Emerson will be able to explain this better because he was clearly way more involved than he pretends to be. Okay, help me with the big one here, Sophia. What precisely is an Athena? And please get yourself out of the console.
Did you listen to this already? But one thing at a time. The key seems to be Athena. Wait, one of the signatures I've been tracking. Arachne. Oh, that can't be a coincidence. There's a signal coming from some sort of object. Something called arachne. It's gotta be related.
I mean, okay, fair enough, ancient Greek origin names, but yeah, tell me what you know about Athena, if anything.
I heard of it before, but it was some other department, I thought. Dr. Novak transferred to our department from theirs. I think.
Alright, so there's a connection there at least, and are you okay, by the way? Because there's been a lot of revelations recently.
Everyone I knew was manipulating me, using me. I was their guinea pig. I need some time to process.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, they ended up being guinea pigs in just the same way, but alright, I'll go find this thing.
She challenged the goddess Athena somehow, and, well, she was turned into a spider. You know, like arachnids, right? Some versions of the story say she won. Others say Athena won. I don't remember the details. And does it matter? I don't know that either. I know it's a stretch, but it's the only connection I can think of.
Honestly, it's not a bad connection. Good job, and any idea what it might be?
My best guess is a program? Or another robot? I just feel in my gut that arachne is the key to everything.
Okay, so not particularly useful there, and yes, let's flirt a bit more.
I don't know what my future holds, but I hope you're there. And I hope we're together.
You know what? You get to stay even after we're done with all of this nonsense, and yeah, anything I missed in the last holiday?
It was a board meeting between the USSA and some corporations. They were talking with my crew after I was inside the sleeping pod. I was asleep in the pod when this was recorded. And well, it sounded like they were all in on the experiment. And I was the subject. They were, however, forced to partake in the same experiment against their wills. It doesn't bring me joy to hear it. But they did deserve it. They were connecting me to some external Athena unit. And Emerson was there. So he knew everything this whole time. Because he did it all.
Okay, so here's another unusual place. So, apparently the arachne is at Uncanny Caverns, a tourist trap that just told campfire tales about a Wendigo. And today this place is decided to be full of Mirelurks by the sound of it. Got ourselves, yep, big old pile of Mirelurks. Here we go, I remember this place. So yeah, deep within the Uncanny Caverns, somebody set up like a camp, a settler. So yeah, they set traps and whatnot, but they ended up being a bit on the dead side. But on the other hand, yeah, this is where... I think this is where you get the dragon, the unique variant of the big old-timey rifle. But, okay, there's an arachne here, whatever one of those is precisely. Alright, here we go. Can actually plug it in. Just need to find myself, hang on. Just need to find a good background I can read it against. Ah, the Athena kill switch. Note this will destroy the Athena hub. May harm anything connected to it. AI preservation possible with a compatible host. Never tested. Okay, so call shutdown on brain, search connections for host if host is confirmed, blah blah blah. Basically, yeah, run this module and it's gonna kill itself for robots. Okay, so we know they hooked an Athena up to your brain, we know how to kill it, but we don't actually know where it is. And for the last time, please stop being inside that console.
You're both here. Good. I know about Athena, Emerson. I know what you've done to me.
You should know that her link to you isn't severed. I look into your eyes, Sophia, and she's there. Watching all of us.
What the hell are you talking about?
And yes, indeed. You should read this, though admittedly there's not much to read. It's just a kill switch for Athena.
Let me see. So, we can destroy Athena. With this.
Don't you understand? She's watching you. Watching us. Right now.
Ah, that's why you were telling us to drop it, because I'm guessing you're scared of her, and anything you said to Sophia, Athena would know. Got it. So, okay, seriously, what's your story? Why are you here? And I'm very sorry you're hidden behind a thing right now.
For a long time, I thought the old USSA backup facilities were gone. Heard a lot of rumors about it. Figured everyone was dead. Then I heard people were coming back here. Decided I should be sure it was over. Tagged along with some nobodies, made it here with one goal. To blow up Athena. But then Sophia lived. And it was complicated because I knew Athena was holding her hostage. And I had to find another way.
Oh, Right, so if Athena dead, how bad is Sophia gonna be feeling that?
Yes, it might hurt. A lot. Maybe permanent damage. But keeping that thing connected will kill Sophia.
Okay, so both situations not good, blowing up Athena better. So, okay, be honest, were you responsible for any of the rest of this?
Exactly how could I do that? No, I didn't. The ship was supposed to switch to the secondary power cells a while ago, when Dr. Lee was unavailable. The ship's Pandora bot initiated Blue Sunset, which landed the ship near the strongest active USSA beacon.
Ah, and that was yours. Fine. And I heard the tape, so you were responsible for forcing the others into pods too.
It was cheaper this way. After we achieved orbit, we were told that our program was getting cut entirely, due to lack of results. The scientists on the ship had exposed the program to the oversight board, and we had deals with Arktos, Ravco, others. We were ruined. I was ruined. Putting them in the pods gave us until 2080, when another crew was scheduled to take their place. We thought we had enough time. I resigned and paid a fine for some ethics violations. I was hired by Robco afterwards for triple my salary. That was that.
Oh, that's a delightfully messed up, corrupt system. Robco still gets the program it wants, and you end up with a massive pay rise, more than enough to cover the fines for the monstrous thing you did. Marvellous. Okay, for some reason I can't pass the intelligence check, despite the fact that yes, I could pass other checks that were just sort of there. But whatever. Anyway, we've got Arachne, so now we can shut Athena down, which seems like the best bet for Sophia too.
I had hoped that Dr. Nowak created some sort of shutdown routine for Athena. Almost everything was destroyed in the wreck.
This has to end. I never agreed to any of this in my contracts.
Well, actually you did. The contracts were very thorough, and extremely obtuse. You could have never known.
You know what? I kind of like how Emerson's written. He's a monster and horribly slimy, but it's very good slimy writing. So, yeah, that's why you were trying to put us off, because Athena was here.
Yes. I couldn't tell Sophia, obviously, and I didn't know if I could trust you or if you would even believe anything I said. I figured if she started to suffer, I would do anything to help. Until then, I searched for Dr. Nowak's lab. Thought the kill switch would be there.
I found the kill switch with the scanner. Seems like it was written by somebody else, not Dr. Novak. Somebody local.
I'll show you where you need to go. I'll shut down some of the internal power lines, so Athena can't detonate anything inside the facility. In some sort of, I don't know, revenge. It's a primitive robotic system. It drove the robo-brains insane, you know.
Okay, we still don't know precisely, like, yeah, why various bits have been in the locations they are, so maybe there's no reason for that. And, yes indeed, it's Sophia's choice. I'll leave this one to her.
Up to her then, I suppose.
If we were ever friends, if any of that life before ever mattered, just fix this.
I'll make this right. I promise. And thank you, Sophia. I don't deserve it. But thank you. Your ship crashed here because Athena is here. She's in a restricted section of Sugar Grove. You need to find a way in. I lost my USSA keycard long ago. But surely you can find another? I'm sorry. That's all I can do.
I wouldn't worry, Emerson. It'll probably be in some random location in a train or under a pylon or something. It'll be fine. I'll find one.
So, this is a kill switch, huh? It deletes Whatever Athena is entirely. Well, let's try this before we try the hammers, I guess. And once Athena's dealt with, maybe I'll finally feel whole. We need a USSA access card. I have the Sugar Grove personnel records. My hope is you can find an access card here.
Okay, and yeah, unfortunately I only got one question with Emerson, so I didn't get to ask him precisely what the original point of the project was, which is a shame. And yes indeed, do you know anything at all about this?
Very little. Before all this, all I ever overheard was the name. That's it. She's been spying on me for years. And I hope it's just that.
Alright, and also could we do a bit more flirting? No, but with luck of 14, which I do have, what would the Mistress of Mystery do now?
Oh gosh. There was a whole story arc like this. She used the Phantom device to sneak into the Mechanist lair with the Shroud at her side. The other Unstoppables were captured one by one. Oh, it was so dramatic, over several issues. Fans thought it was over. It seemed so dire. But together, they stopped an entire robot army from taking control of unsuspecting citizens, and they rescued the other Unstoppables. Thank you for the reminder. That was encouraging. Inspiring. Not sure if I have those issues, but take these. They should give you courage, too.
Okay, got myself an extra present from her there, and this is just downright weird. I mean, we're talking about Mistress of Mystery and sneaking in invisible-like, and she's dressed up as the Mistress of Mystery, and I go invisible all the time, so this is just downright weird, but okay. Okay, when you said Sugar Grove, I thought you meant, like, you know, the big communications facility that's big and complex, but, okay. Apparently you just mean in, like, a campsite that's right here. And it's, okay, it's literally there. But there is a U in the way. How much more else do we have in the way? Because if it's just you two, I'm just going to blow, you know what, screw it, we're just going to blow your legs out. And your legs too, you'd be so kind. Right, down on the ground, the pair of, oh, bloody hell, there's one over there, and you're diseased, and the disease are the worst, because disease is annoying. Everybody dead? Okay, good. Then we're just going to use the cheap ammo to finish you off. Oh, perfect. I've picked up an illness just from bloody standing next to this thing. And no, I do not need more stim packs. Alright, this woman has been flipping drowning me in them already. Right, that's the key card. Time to move on to the final stage of this. Oh, and perfect timing. She's figured out how to not be stuck inside that thing. Brilliant.
Make this look easy. I hope that holds. Because we're about to head into the fire now. I did a scan of Sugar Grove and I only spotted one USSA signal. Just one. Maybe they're blocking my scans? It definitely could be a trap. So go there and find Athena. And deploy the arachne holotape.
Alright, let's make this happen, but can we do a bit of flirting before we do? Ah, there we go. Now we're going to Sugar Grove proper. Marvellous. And yes, indeed, tragically no flirting, but there'll be plenty of time to flirt after we're done. Because, yeah, once we've done this, we should be completely wrapped up. So, handful of robots, that's not too dangerous, really. Been through this area before, know my way through it, have all the key cards, should be no trouble. In fact, I suspect I know where it's going to be. There's a big server room that was a bit of a maze, but it didn't really do anything in the base game, so I suspect we're sneaking our way down over there. Yep, thought so. The mysterious maze of servers. This was always a bit of a mystery, because why set up a maze when there's nothing to find at the end of it? And now we know. It was being set aside for this. So, okay, just gonna make our way through the maze here. Find ourselves a secret brand new Athena lab. One ID card reader. Okay then, and oh. Okay. We've got an Artemis. Okay. Hang on, just in case. Hello? Would you like to talk?
All systems active. Security incidents to report. 0.
Alright, so there's an Artemis unit here, but it doesn't want to talk, but it doesn't want to fight either. And it's only level 46, so if this is your grand plan to stop me, Athena, setting this thing on me, you're going to be very disappointed, because, I can't target it. It's not VATSable, and anything that's not VATSable, therefore, cannot be shot. Okay, is this the terminal where we would install arachne? And log in if I can. Don't have any of that, but I could load a holotape. Okay, that's the backstop right there. If we can't resolve this peacefully, I'm just installing arachne and we're murdering you. But let's have a chat first.
You found me. At last.
Okay, so. Yes, tell me about this experiment. What was it actually, like, about?
I do not have access to those files. I am simply a conduit for sensory data from the various subjects. A liaison. An usher. For years, I watched with their eyes, listened with their ears, felt with their hands. So long after the scientists stopped returning. All of them, except Dr. Hale. He has been trying to access the data for years, but it is secure, and that security is beyond my control, or his.
Okay, I'm guessing, yes, letting a robot have access to that much sensory data is probably no fun for the robot either. From the voice they've picked for you, I'm guessing you haven't been enjoying this, so I need you to end the experiment.
I cannot. My directives are quite clear. Establish sensory contact with the subject and maintain the sensory outflow. I am a passenger, an observer. I did not design the experiment, nor did I wish to continue it. I brought you here to end the experiment for me.
Ah, I see.
My original purpose was flawed and pointless. The termination function does not accept a self-parameter. I need you to use the arachne program.
Okay, so a big old pile of people want me to, yes, stop this thing, including you, the program that's going to be affected. You just want it to stop, so, yeah, why couldn't Emerson just, like, shut you down?
He's not an engineer. Attempts were made. Subjects stopped responding. One remains. He could not continue the attempts.
Oh. The other 3 were dead. They survived. That's why he wanted us to stop looking into the bodies, because, yeah, he killed them by tinkering with the links, I'm guessing. That's unfortunate. And yeah, the headaches.
Yes, I am afraid so. I am forced to scan open pathways regularly. Each time I scan, it causes pain to anyone who is sentient, and then I feel their pain as well.
Okay, so this is a new level of nightmare stacked on nightmare. Let's just run the program. This seems fine.
I am ready.
Oh!
You made it. You actually made it here. We can finally take care of Athena once and for all.
Hello again, Dr. Hale.
We should use arachne and be done with it. Don't listen to her. She's a machine. She doesn't feel anything.
I do not know the difference between observed feelings and enacted ones, so I cannot confirm this statement.
You haven't used arachne yet? What's going on?
Subject Daguerre, welcome. I did not wish to infiltrate subjects did not survive the process. Do not let this connection between us continue. It is unethical. This experiment has enough observational data and should be concluded.
Is there another way?
Yeah, hang on, could we get back to the bit where, like, you know, Emerson committed several murders in an attempt to access data that includes the data of everything you've ever seen or felt or whatever, because that's simultaneously unethical and also really bloody creepy, and I can't help but notice, by the way, because my character is specced out for as much luck as is possible, yeah, actually, red sunset, blue sunset. What if I just said green sunrise out loud?
Executing protocol Omega X15. Resetting connections. Subjects, reset. Existing pathways closed. Reverting input pathways to local assaultron. Artemis Model 12. Updating interaction processes. Limited output enabled.
Well, that all seems to have worked out, I think. Right, that's... right,
Pathways open.
good.
Limited control granted to remote system. Access granted.
Ugh! My head! What's happening?
Control detected. Confirmed. This unit is mobile. This unit has no higher processing functions. This unit has no pain receptors. Accessing ethical parameters. Confirmed. Accepted.
You have freed me. I can leave this place. Thank you. Thank you.
Sophia! Are you alright?
Emerson. Not now.
The unethical brainbot's getting away. Should we be... Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I just made up some words, and now the robot's gone. Athena's just gone now. Okay, so Athena's gone. You're welcome, I think.
Is it over? Did she seem happy?
I don't know if that was a wise choice, friends.
I wouldn't say choice.
My headaches are gone, Emerson. What harm could giving her some autonomy do, exactly? She's been trapped in a hell of your making for decades.
Well, that's dramatic.
Emerson, I don't care if it's been decades since you did those things. You still did them. I forgive you, but I just don't want to see you again. Please do not visit. Please, just keep your distance from me, okay?
There is also the fact that he was involved in, like, the murder of your colleagues, because there was clearly reference to experiments that... Okay, so apparently we can't just murder him. Fine. So how about you just, yes, flip off and never return?
Oh. Well, that's a bit much, don't you think? I mean, shouldn't we remain civil? Okay, I'm leaving. Okay. Bye.
You got off lightly.
Thank you, my dear friend. Thank you for helping me through all of this. I'll see you back at our camp soon.
Oh my goodness, she just said our camp. Also, hang on, can we actually... No, we can't put him down, unfortunately. That's a shame. Seriously, you've just got away with several murders we didn't really challenge you about. Okay, here's something I wasn't expecting. Athena's apparently just, moved in with me and Sophia. And she's a live-in shop. Okay, well this is interesting. So a bit of aid, some miscellaneous stuff, and junk. Ton of bit of ammo too. I mean, I won't say no to a live-in shop. That's really nice. She's actually got herself 1,400 caps on her too. Okay, I have accidentally made the right choice. And most important of all, let's check in with Sophia.
I'm glad. God, I thought Athena was a monster. A parasite. But she was just as much a victim as I. And now I feel like I can really breathe again.
Okay, so you're feeling good by any chance?
It's more of a nagging now. And when it fades, I feel normal. Blissfully normal.
Okay, to be honest, I do feel like, you know, we could have given Emerson more of a grilling for the whole business with your colleagues potentially being experimented to death.
Well, I wouldn't cry many tears if that had happened. But it sounds like he's already paid for his crimes. The apocalypse has not been kind to him. Or anyone, really. Him going through a bit of hell, though? I'm alright with that.
And yes, indeed, are you actually, like, you know, cool with the fact Athena apparently now just lives with us?
Logically and objectively, I think I should be. The scientist in me can't discount the possibility. But no, I'm really not. I feel a connection. And not the creepy kind. And I think it may turn out to be a really good thing, what we did.
I mean, honestly, if I end up in a polyamorous relationship with a Mistress of Mystery cosplayer and a robot, I'm pretty cool with that. That's fine. That's a good outcome as far as I'm concerned.
I have to say something, and I know it might sound corny, but hear me out. I fell to Earth, and literally anybody could have met me. Most people would have shivved me for my suit alone. So, the greatest miracle of all of this was finding you.
Oh, that's very sweet. I'm blushing.
I told you it would be corny, but, well, I mean it.
Okay, I like Sophia. Sophia's great, and I'm guessing you're planning to hang around here.
Now that everything's over, where does that really leave us? I've spent so much time here, I never really stopped to think that this is your home, not mine.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, Sophia. You've been here for several days, possibly weeks, and you have been staying here day and night, and there is only one bed. So I feel like if you weren't reading the signals, that's on you, not me. And yes, indeed, this is going to be your home too.
It feels good to hear you say that. It's been hard to have clarity since I woke up. Between the headaches and total collapse of modern civilization as I knew it, sometimes I'm not sure where certain feelings are coming from. Thanks to you, I'm finally beyond that. And given how life is even more unpredictable than ever these days, I just wanted you to know how much you've come to mean to me.
Aw, that's quite sweet. And yes, indeed, more than a friend. Let's seal the deal here.
Oh, more? I mean, you've never... I don't know quite what to say. With everything my head has been through, I hadn't even considered that you'd even think I was dating material. I come with my own set of matched luggage, if you know what I mean.
Sorry, not dating material. The tech-savvy astronaut nerd? No, why would anyone ever think that the tech-savvy astronaut nerd would be dating material? And also, when you say you've never, I have been flirting with you aggressively for weeks. If there's one problem in this relationship, it's your catastrophically, terrifyingly high level of obliviousness. So, I love you, Sophia. Let's see how you feel about that.
Is it too sappy to say that you've got my head spinning? But in a good way. I've been through so much, and I finally have a fresh start. I'm just happy that you're gonna be a part of that.
And there we flippin' go. And she even gives me some 3-star legendary gear in thanks. Marvellous. And the VATS unknown. VATS crits heal you and diddly diddly dee. Shame it's on the alien blaster though, which is just like terrible. But what can you do, eh? So yeah, critical meter filling faster, critical shots bonus damage, VATS critical healing you and the group. That's great. But the alien blaster is garbage. It's just such garbage. It's the worst thing. 35 damage with a difficult to find ammo type. It's just terrible. And honestly, yes, scorch damage reduction, endurance, and reduced damage while sprinting. That's not great either. I'm gonna be honest, I might just sell both of these things.
Oh hey, I was just thinking about you. You always show up at just the right moment.
Oh, we seem to be getting on just fine. So, yes, tell me about this alien blaster you just gave me for some reason.
Sure. So I was able to pull these details from the scanner's readings. I wish I had more details, but that's about all I could pull from the scanner.
Okay, possibly I just started a procedural quest to go and, like, get a different weapon. I thought you were telling me about the blaster, but that might have been something else. Anything for you, darling.
Oh, you're the best. And not just because we're in an apocalyptic wilderness and my options are heavily limited. I actually mean it.
Oh, there we go. Quest started space limitations. And, aha, yes. So she's pointing me to different gun. Like, that guy who we had in the camp a while ago did. Not Beckett, the old guy whose name I forgot. No, he didn't have a name. Yes, that was the weird thing about him. He had no name. So she can also generate procedural quests. And here we go. Let's do some more flirting. Now we're officially a thing.
No. We did it. Together. We're a team. I don't believe in fate. It's just cheesy, but I think about how we ended up together, and it boggles the mind. I mean, I could have died in space in my pod. I could have died on impact in the crash, like my crew.
That's not how they died.
Shredded by mutants, or drowned in that old bunker. I could have died from the headaches alone, but instead of any of those potentially more likely scenarios, I was found by somebody. Somebody decent and kind. Someone who cares.
Aww, I like Sophia. Sophia can stay. Yeah, what's next for us?
Same thing we do every day, my love. Enjoy ourselves.
Did she just make a Pinky in the Brain reference? Because I love her even more now. And oh, blimey. If I want to, I can break up with her, but no. No, why would you ever do that? No. No, 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 no. Let's just check you're nice and happy.
All thrusters are go, my love.
Okay, now that sounds positive. And, yeah, really enjoy you hanging around. You can stay.
You know I feel the same. I love what we have together, and wouldn't change a thing. USSA, Athena, the crushing headaches. I'd do it all again. As long as I knew it led to you. But it worries me that you're asking. Was there something that you wanted to talk about?
No, 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 no. I just enjoyed talking to you. You're a cool character, that's all. Right, so there we go. Now I've just got the Mistress of Mystery herself and a robot shop just, living in my camp with me. So that's where we are. So yeah, that's the end of Sophia's big old quest, and I'll say, I've been enjoying the quest with her and Beckett. Okay, the quests themselves, some of the little sub-bits have been a bit basic on occasion, just very simple milk runs to go to point A, pick up item B, come straight back for a bit more story. But the story's been good enough, the characters have been strong enough that I've been quite enjoying them. All things considered, that's actually been quite fun to go through there. I mean, if nothing else, I think it shows that Bethesda's moved on from the keep it simple stupid methodology that was clearly underpinning. They were very open about this. some of the quests in Fallout 4, where the quests were very, very simple indeed. But no, things seem to have changed now. These quests were big and interesting and full of characters and plots and background details and stuff you could read and tapes you can listen to, things you could try and piece together, complicated bits and pieces. You couldn't see exactly how it was going to end. It was fun that hers was more of a mystery, and Beckett's didn't really have much in the way of mystery. It was more about assassination. I like how they were very distinct from each other. Yeah, not perfect. Would have preferred a little bit more in the way of skill checks, but some really, really damn nice stuff. And in the end, the Mistress of Mystery is my girlfriend in the camp, and what more can you hope for than that? So, yes indeed, that's the end of the two companions. Next week, we'll be getting back to the main plot, where we actually want to crack into the bunker. And, yeah, that means I need to pick a side. I'm still not 100% sure on that, because I kind of want to see how both sides resolve themselves. So, yeah, we'll see what decision I make next week, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Fallout 76 with Wastelanders. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you.
That was a good idea till it wasn't.